In this video I'll be going over whether it's worth studying a computer science course. I'll also be giving my own personal experience of having studied computer science myself. So I studied computer science in a UK based university. I studied back in 2005, so it was a while ago. Even though I studied this course a while ago, I still think what I'll say will still apply to studying the course today. Also, I'd probably argue that studying a degree was worth it back then compared to now, as you have better options compared to doing a computer science degree. So I'm going to be going over the drawbacks of computer science. The main problem with computer science is that it can feel too broad. So here's a general breakdown of the subject areas that computer science covers: cybersecurity, computer graphics, software engineering, game development, networking, and artificial intelligence. We're better off doing a course that's specific to any one of these areas rather than doing a computer science course that covers a small amount of all of these areas. So I ended up in a career as a web developer, so I'll be better off doing software engineering. To be specific, it would be a web development course, which would be ideal for me if I was to relearn web development. How university courses work is it all consists of lectures, so you'd be in a room with your university colleagues and a tutor who will be talking about their subject area while going through presentation slides. Me personally, I struggled to understand the lectures and found it difficult in learning during these lectures. So what ended up happening is when I came to do my exams, I would end up memorizing information rather than actually understanding and knowing what the information actually meant. Also, the other problem with these lectures is they're not necessarily up to date with the latest trends and technologies that are in use at the moment. Back when I did computer science, it was cheaper than it is right now. So for me in particular, because I did a UK course, since I studied, the price of the course has gone up by 3 times. Considering the current prices of computer science degrees, I would not consider taking them. Also, there are much cheaper options available for you which you can do instead. So I just went through the negatives of taking a computer science course and the struggles that I went through. So you're probably thinking, how did I end up getting a career as a web developer after finishing my degree? Well, I did a few things while studying my computer science course. So I spent my free time working on websites during my computer science degree. So I had an interest working on fan websites, especially on video games. So I spent my free time developing websites using the following technologies: HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Those were the main technologies I used for the front end of the website. End, I got into PHP, and for the database I used MySQL. So even though I did this work during my degree and it wasn't necessarily part of my degree, I still think doing the degree somehow just indirectly contributed to me being successful in working on PHP websites. So in terms of subjects relating to computer science, I think the easiest field to get into right now is web development. I would personally look for web development courses. So when I studied computer science, the resources that I had available to learn computer science were limited. I pretty much had to buy or rent computer science related books. So if I wanted to increase my knowledge on computer science, I would be getting these books and reading through them and trying to understand the concepts. Well, now you have a lot more ways to learn. So you can now do online courses. The most popular place where you can get online courses is Udemy. You can also do coding boot camps now, and you can also go on YouTube and find a lot of program related courses. Also nowadays you can also use AI assistants, so ChatGPT, Google Gemini. So if I was to try learning web development, I would use a mix of all of those options that I just mentioned. So another good strategy is to actually try learning web development on your own for free to begin with. So when I did my computer science degree, after the first year, half the people left. So what that tells me is people tried out the course and then they just came to the conclusion that they didn't want to do computer science. So I think it's better for you to look into computer science first before even trying the course. This way you have a better idea of whether it's good for you or not, and you can do this before even paying for the course. Keep in mind that universities are essentially selling these courses, So they're going to do marketing in order to get you to sign up to these courses. Let's say you wanted to start a web development course, but you want to try out web development first. The best thing for you to do is to go on YouTube and search for programming related courses. So you'll find plenty of free programming videos on YouTube. So simply do a lot of searching on YouTube, watch a few videos, and then you should try and actually do programming on your own. Also, use an AI assistant to help, but you need to be careful because you want to use the AI assistant to help you answer questions and not use the AI assistant to produce the code for you on your behalf. You want to make sure you understand what the code is doing. After trying out web development this way through YouTube, you'll have a better idea on what you want to do next, whether you want to pursue a web development course or not, or any other options such as a coding bootcamp. I have a web development roadmap available. Link is in the description of this video if you want access to it. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Leave a comment below if you have any queries or any issues, and thanks for watching.